It's the average day in the life of a Kanye fan where we think that his new album, Bully, could be dropping this week, and there's just a bunch of mysterious stuff going on that needs some explaining. So today we'll go over all the latest news, especially also on the new snippet and the new merch situation, which led a lot of people to believe that Bully is dropping this week. So let's jump straight into this. If you want to stay up to date with everything surrounding hip-hop, make sure to subscribe and also become a part of this community by joining our Discord server in the description. Real quick, if you don't want to listen to this, make sure to skip 10 seconds into the future, but you can now sign up for my free newsletter with the first link in the description. It comes every Sunday and recaps everything that's been happening in hip-hop, so make sure to do that. So we know that Bully is in the works. We just don't know when it is coming. And we are in somewhat of a dry phase right now because there's just not a lot of info coming through, hence also the lack of videos to report on. But over the past week, we've gotten some interesting developments, which we're going to take a look at. So first of all, I want to say that at least of a couple of days ago, Kanye was still in Japan, still in Tokyo, I believe. Fans spotted him again there with Bianca, just chilling, eating. So he's still in Tokyo, still working on the record, it seems like, because Tokyo, Japan was the place that he also flew all of the collaborators out to work on this record. And then also, a couple of days ago, we got a post from Sean Leon on X that actually features a new snippet. And this is interesting because he is obviously someone that we know is, kind of like in the know on Kanye. He's someone that we know has some inside information, who has snippets, who has just info that we don't actually have as the public. And he's also someone who's obviously on the Good Ass subreddit. And he posted on December 8th, so 3 days ago, a snippet on X where we have a 50-second snippet of a new song that could be called Back on the Same Shit, or people have been calling it different names, but it is at least a snippet that we've gotten, and it sounds really good. Now, this is just a reference track, obviously, so Kanye would still have to, hopefully not with AI, put his vocals on there, but still, it's a very good sign. It sounds like something we were wanting, but obviously it's just 50 seconds, so we don't have to glaze every new snippet that we get with being the old Kanye sampling all these soul samples. It's just a good snippet. What's also pretty interesting, some people found this out, is that in the video, very shortly, we can see that this is actually dated to September 2nd, 2020, I believe, 4. Which would make sense if he's working on Bully. So we know that the snippet is not at least from very recent, but from September. So maybe they're just now finishing it up, which would be a very good sign. So that was the new snippet that we've gotten. If you haven't heard it yet, it's on Sean Leon's X account, so you can just go check it out. It's also on YouTube, obviously, so if you search for it. Now we have an interesting situation to take a look at, which led a lot of people to believe that this album is dropping this week still on December 13th. Which would not be a good sign because this week is Friday the 13th, which is usually just a sign of bad luck. But still, let's start out. So y'all know how we were able to pre-order the album with the vinyls, with the merch, the Bully shirts that everybody was kind of like going against because they're just very simplistic. But it seems like the Bully merch is starting to arrive as from a couple of days ago. So this was also a couple of days ago, but we need to take a look at this to start out. So this Bully merch is arriving for fans. And if you remember from the pre-order site, we had the info that the vinyls and CDs are expected to begin shipping upon album release. So far, nothing special because so far only the merch shipped. And then though, we got the report from the Good Ass Sub that a user on the subreddit got their Bully vinyl shipped. And this would mean, this also sent in screenshots of their shipping tracking where they said that it could be arriving, someday, December 8th or 9th. And also the email said that items in this shipment were Bully vinyl. So this would mean that the vinyls are now shipping. And if you remember that notice that we got, the vinyls and CDs are not supposed to start shipping until the album release. So this led fans to believe that the album would be dropping this week, so that the vinyls and CDs would arrive just in time for this Friday, so that they would have the vinyls on the day of release. Because, realistically, if you get the vinyl and the album is on there, then, and it's not supposed to be on there, and it's not supposed to be out yet, then the album would have to be finished to be printed on a vinyl, and then the person that gets the first vinyl could just upload the music and everybody would have the album. So they obviously want the vinyls and CDs to arrive at the fans' places either on the day of release, which was the theory with this one, or after. But then again, you know, we had an update that it got delivered, so we were kind of like hoping this was all over the course of the last 3 to 4 days. So I was following this live as this was unfolding, and then we got the actual information that it was just merch. And this guy apologized. He said that none of the screenshots were fake, so actually there was some sort of error or some sort of mistake in the tracking info, in the shipment info, because it said that the content of the shipment was actually the Bully vinyl, but it turned out to just be merch. So just like everybody else that was receiving some merch. And then most interestingly, apparently, as it says right here, also more people are receiving emails in regards to the shipping of vinyls and CDs if you purchased. So this one guy received an email and he then also pre-ordered a vinyl or CD. Order fulfillment correction, vinyl or CD. Due to a system issue, your order may have indicated that the Bully vinyl or Bully CD is being shipped. So just like the guy we just talked about. Vinyl and CDs are not being shipped until the release of the album. We have updated your order to reflect this. We appreciate your support, Yeezy customer service. So this means that the album is not coming out yet. There was an error in the system, in the shipment system, tracking system, that falsely indicated that the vinyl was shipping and that they are now correcting this. So we know that at least the album is not coming out because they just corrected it. Interestingly though, there was also some suspicious stuff going on around the emails this was sending from, because we had 2 different emails. We had help@yeezy.com and music@yeezy.com that were sending out these emails. So people were really unsure as to if this was real because it just looked so fishy. And so as the good ass sub now also concluded, I guess all we can do is wait and see who's getting what. But as it looks like right now, nobody received the vinyl, nobody received the CD. It's mostly just merch, and we're not getting the album this Friday. So that's kind of the conclusion of the entire thing. But obviously, over the course of this week, that was the huge debate, and I've seen some people already proclaim that the album would be dropping this week, which it obviously isn't. Maybe it's a surprise drop. We never know. Kendrick dropped GNX at this point 3 weeks ago as a surprise drop, so that could be one of the ways that he could do this. But I just don't think that he would. And if he did, then the albums would have shipped out, you know, actually for real, which they didn't, which they now got corrected apparently. But it's going to be very interesting to watch how this whole situation unfolds and if the people that purchased a vinyl will get any more info or emails regarding this thing. So make sure you stay subscribed not to miss out on that. But I do want to know what y'all think about this. What do you think about the new snippet? What do you think about Kanye still being in Japan? And what do you think about the entire vinyl situation? All your thoughts on this, please let me know in the comments down below. If you watched this video to the end and liked it, and you want to stay up to date with all current hip-hop events and releases, make sure to subscribe, turn on notifications, hit that like button, and go follow my social media, and most importantly, join my Discord in the description. Until the next one, you'll have an incredible day, and y'all take care.